So you've made a Rust server and you want to create a store for it using GPay. So go to the website, log in, register if you've not registered. I'll just make a test one here. Make sure you put in the server name and choose Rust and register. And then verify your email, which I'll do now. Confirm. And log in. And you'll immediately see your dashboard. And you'll be able to see your revenue each month of what you get and your recent payments. So the first thing you want to do is go to My Servers. There'll be one automatically created for you and you'll see an API key. So what you want to do is go here, select your currency. I'm in the UK, so I'm going to do GBP. Add a logo. Choose a theme. Go with Rust here. And you can add the message and everything else you need. There's your PayPal. Put in your PayPal. You can also have the option to use Stripe. And you can put the website here, and you can change the claim command, which is going to be used for what players type in to claim a product after they have paid you. You also have the option for automatic claims, but we'll get into that later. But what's most important at the moment is the API key. So if you go to Umod and search GPay, you'll find the plugin here, which you need to use for GPay. So go ahead and download that. Save it to wherever you need to. And then all you need to do is drag and drop the plugin into your plugins folder. I am on a dedicated server right now, but a lot of you will also be using a control panel provided by a game host. So go ahead and drag that in. I'm going to copy and paste it. And there we go. You'll have your GPay there. So if you go to your config folder, find GPay, and open that up. So you'll see the GPay config asking for the secret key. And if you go back to the API key here, copy that and paste it into here and save, and then reload your plugin. I'm in the server right now, so if you press F1 and type into the console oxide.reload GPay. Case sensitive. Alright, so that should now be connected to the store. So next you want to go to your web store and add a category for your products. So add category, we'll call this VIP, and we'll activate it on our test Rust server. And then go to products, add product, we'll call this VIP Plus because I already have a group on there called VIP Plus. We'll set it to £10. And you can write a description here. VIP Plus is amazing. And have a product image. We'll just use GPay for now. And we'll select it on the test Rust server, add product. So now that you have your product, you need to add a command that the plugin will run when the transaction has been made by a player. Now you have a couple of options. You can use the when the user is online to run the command. So that means they'll type /claim donation once they're in, or you can get the plugin to automatically claim the item or product for the player straight after they've bought it. So for example, let's start off with the manual command. So we're using a group in Rust, so you type in a command like this, Oxide.user group add Steam ID and then the group. Always use Steam ID and not username. In Rust, it's just the most definitive way to identify a player, whether they're online or offline. And you have an option here to delay the command after 1 or 2 days, or whenever you want, but we'll just leave it like that for now, and we'll save changes. So once you've done that, go to transactions, and we'll add a manual transaction just as if I've bought it. So we'll use my Steam ID of the character that I'm using, and we'll select the VIP Plus, what we've just created, and we'll add the transaction. So if you go back to Rust, and if you check the groups of yourself, you can see that I'm in default group and an admin group. Now say I just made that purchase, and I type /claim donation, say please wait, and there we go, it's claimed. You can afterwards add another command to say thank you to the user once they've claimed it, or you can use a plugin to do that. So I'll remove myself from that group. Let's check. So I've removed it. So now let's change the command to instantly after the transaction and save changes. Go back to transactions, add the transaction, done. So now we'll test whether the membership has been automatically claimed, and yes, I'm in the group. Now if the plugin says that there's no commands to run found, or that after typing /claim donation it says no donation found, you need to make sure that you've definitely set up your product properly. You want to check that there's definitely a command and the command has no typos and that that's definitely correct. You also need to make sure that when you're testing for transactions, that when you add a transaction, you're putting in your correct Steam ID. If it's someone else's Steam ID, it will claim onto their character, or it won't claim at all if there's any typo or anything like that. And you also need to check that the API key is definitely the right one, that there's no typos, and that you've definitely just highlighted it or copied it and put it into your config file correctly. And that's it. If you have any more questions, just join the GPay Discord.